fifth night came faster than I expected. I had stopped counting the hours between shifts. Time felt strange now. Stretched, bent, soft around the edges. When I tried to remember what day it was, my mind felt blank. I wasn't sure if I had eaten or if I had slept. The world outside the warehouse had started to fade, piece by piece. I told myself I wouldn't go back. I told myself this would be the night I stayed home. But when the clock in my flat reached 10 p.m., I was already walking toward the warehouse again. The fog waited for me, just like before. Thick, unmoving, silent. The road looked endless inside it. The world had become a long, gray tunnel leading only to that building. When I arrived, the main door was open. I didn't remember leaving it that way. The lights were already on inside, glowing weakly. I didn't hear the usual hum of the machines, only the soft sound of air moving, like someone slowly breathing into my ear. I stepped inside. The smell was stronger now. Rust, rot, and something sour that clung to my throat. The walls were damp again, covered in thin trails of moisture that looked like veins. The control room door was open too. The screens were off. The chairs were in the same place. Everything was the same. Yet everything felt different. The silence inside was total. I sat down in front of the monitors. My reflection stared back from the black screens. For a long time, I did nothing. I just sat there, waiting. Then the lights flickered once and didn't come back on. I heard a soft pop in the air. Then darkness swallowed everything. I reached for the flashlight, but it slipped from my hands. When I picked it up, it didn't turn on. The batteries were new, but nothing worked anymore. I stood there in the blackness, listening to my own breathing. Then I heard something new. The sound of water dripping. Drip. Pause. Drip. It was coming from above me. I raised my hand, touched the ceiling. It was dry, yet the sound continued. I realized the dripping wasn't from water. It was slower, heavier. Each drop landed with a faint wet slap on the floor. I couldn't see it, but I could smell it. Metallic. Warm. Blood. I stepped back, but my boot slid slightly. The floor beneath me was wet. I reached out, and my hand brushed something smooth and sticky. I pulled it back. My fingers were dark. I wiped them on my uniform, my breath fast and shallow. Then I heard another sound, a deep hum beneath my feet. The same heartbeat again. It was stronger now, so strong that the floor vibrated. The air felt heavy and thick. My ears started to ring. Then I realized it wasn't just the building that was humming. My own chest was humming too. My heartbeat had changed rhythm, matching the one beneath the floor. I felt dizzy. My skin tingled, and the room began to tilt. I grabbed the table, trying to steady myself, but the whole building seemed to move with me. When I looked up, the screens had come on. All of them showed the same thing. A bright red light pulsing slowly, in rhythm with my heartbeat. I stared at it, unable to look away. Every time it pulsed, I felt something tug inside my chest, like invisible strings pulling me closer. Then, between the flashes, I saw something in the red light. Shapes, shifting and moving like shadows underwater. Long limbs, bent bodies, heads without faces. They moved slowly toward the camera, closer each time the light flashed. I wanted to look away, but I couldn't. My eyes burned, my breath caught, and I felt heat in my neck. When the next flash came, the shapes were gone. The screen went black. Then I heard it. Footsteps. Not mine. They were soft, wet, uneven, coming from the corridor. Each step grew louder. Then it stopped right outside the door. I waited, frozen. The door handle moved, slowly, carefully, like someone testing it from the other side. Then silence. Minutes passed, maybe hours. I didn't move. My whole body felt cold. When I finally turned toward the door, it was opened by a crack. A faint breeze passed through, carrying a smell I had never known. Not decay, not dust. Something older, something wrong. The air shifted again. The hum beneath the floor grew louder. The walls seemed to pulse with it. I backed away until my shoulders hit the far wall. I could hear faint whispers in the distance, thousands of them, rising and falling together, like waves. I couldn't tell if they were inside my head or outside. The light returned suddenly. The room looked normal again. The door was closed. The floor was clean. The hum was gone. But when I looked at the screens, I saw myself sitting there. Same uniform, same posture, except the man on the screen wasn't moving. He was staring straight ahead, his mouth open, eyes black. Then the screen went dark again. The clock on the wall ticked twice and stopped. I waited for morning, but morning didn't come. The light outside the windows stayed gray forever. The sun never rose. I realized the day had ended, but time had not moved forward. I was still in the night, still in the warehouse, still inside something that was no longer a place, but a mouth, and it had swallowed me whole.